Hello guys, it's Joe from LIBS Alert. How we doing today? I want to do a video today on Eric Swallowswell. This guy here is a piece of work. He's probably one of the most corrupt libs out there on the planet. And he's been running for governor of California, but he resigned because he got caught having an affair. And there's a lot of women coming forward accusing him of rape and many other things. So he's got a lot of legal troubles ahead of him. But the truth be known, the problem that Eric Swallowswell had was his own party, the Democrats. They booted him because they knew he was a liability. They were behind in the polls in California. And it looks like, as of right now, you got two Republicans leading the field to become governor of California. And that's unacceptable for them. So if the Democrats don't like you, they're going to find a way to get rid of you. They knew about this guy's background for a long time. We all know about the Chinese spy he had the affair with, and guess what happened? Nothing happened. Why wasn't he thrown out of Congress a long time ago? Well, the Democrats, as long as it doesn't affect them, they don't care. They look the other way. Well, now that it's affecting them and their party, they knew this was going to come out, and they didn't want him to get down to the point where he was going to give them no time to react and have another candidate come forward, because he was leading the Democrats in California in that race. So Pelosi and her minions booted him. You know, isn't it funny how the Democrats have a history of doing this? After Biden had his debate debacle there, they booted him so quick, they kicked him right out of the party. And then they run all these protests on no kings, no kings. What they did was every version of acting like a king. They installed Kamala. Kamala never got one vote to become the presidential candidate. The Democrat Party did not select Kamala. They selected Kamala. So yeah, I'm sick of the double standard with these people. And you know, what's going to become of this? You know, nothing's going to become of it. Republicans have their own problems. They've got people just like Swallowswell out there, and what's going to happen? Nothing. They do have one guy that is going to be Gonzalez out of Texas. He's resigning also because he got caught having an affair. So it's like they make backroom deals. Apparently there's a slush fund out there where these congressmen that get into big trouble, they have a slush fund in Congress where they pay off the victims. Well, apparently Annalena Pauluna is going to release that information. And if that actually happens, that's a good thing. But you know what, guys? I don't believe it'll happen, because these people in Congress and in the Senate, all they do is cover each other's ass. It's a uniparty. There's only very few members that actually stick up for the American people. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not very confident that anything's going to happen to this guy. He should be in prison. All these allegations of rape. And that's the other thing, the media. Look how long it took them to go ahead and get these ladies on camera. They wanted this guy buried quickly. Okay? How long has it been since the Epstein files have been released? Okay? And how many victims have we had on ABC, CBS News doing interviews? Zero. Why is that? Because they don't want that exposed. They use that as a political weapon against Trump, even though Trump has nothing to do with all these Epstein victims. They haven't interviewed one victim. You didn't see every network out there interviewing these victims of the Epstein files. And you know what, guys? You're not going to see it. So I don't have any faith that this guy will be held accountable. If it was you and me, we'd already be in prison. Rape is a serious accusation. Let's hope that it does happen, but let me know your thoughts, because I honestly don't think he's going to be held accountable. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. My views are starting to go up. I have a small channel, 33 subscribers, so you know, I got a long ways to go, but I just want to give you my thoughts. Hit the like button. That helps me a lot. It really does. And if you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate it if you would. So guys, have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.